hoop house is a greenhouse. It's just a type of greenhouse. A hoop house is typically more of a farm structure. It's built from curving pieces of tube, and then you put the greenhouse plastic over those tubes. And it's a very effective way to grow food. It's very common to see these types of structures. A hoop house is basically a greenhouse. It's just a type of greenhouse. And one of the cheapest ways to make a greenhouse is with the hoop house shape and using a very thin, more temporary plastic that kind of drapes over this greenhouse. The way to make this more effective in the winter is to have two layers of plastic in your hoop house and actually blow air in between. And the air between the two layers of plastic acts as sort of an insulation layer, and it helps to prevent heat loss in the winter. The downside of a hoop house or using that more cost-effective plastic, it doesn't last very long. You need to replace the plastic every 4 or 5 years or so. The step up from that would be using polycarbonate plastic, which is also insulative and will last 20 to 30 years. And then the step above that would be glass. So basically, a hoop house is a greenhouse. It's just a type of greenhouse. Which is better? It really depends on what you want to grow. If you're trying to be as cost conscious as possible, using a cold frame is the starting point. Using row covers is a starting point. Maximizing a south-facing microclimate with other microclimate controls, just like mulching, is very efficient. Then the next step up from a cold frame would be a hoop house. And then from there, there's a lot of different options. But which is best? It really just depends on the number of factors. It depends on budget, depends on what you're trying to grow. Most greenhouse structures can be effective if managed correctly.